Mm. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it working? I muted one thing and didn't mute the other thing. So I'll wait for you guys to come on and make sure that you guys can hear me before I say a lot of gibberish. Welcome to Susan Takeover Day, our monthly Takeover Kasai's channel moment. Someone's vacuuming. It's very good timing. Great timing. But I can't complain. All right. Can you hear me, Diana? My thing keeps telling me my mic is muted, and I know it's muted, so I don't get feedback. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Anita. Denise, you can hear me? Okay, awesome. Okay, welcome to September's Takeover Day. I hope you guys are all doing great, and someone is vacuuming, and I won't complain because usually I'm the one who vacuums, so we'll just deal with it. All right. I have some pretty incredible people in my life in the bag making world that every time a office supply or duffel bag or a messenger bag comes out, I have people send me pictures and say, you should make this. And so that's how I got to know this one. Someone sent a picture to me and said I should make it. Oh, Stacy, I'm going to see you on Sunday. Woo, woo. We have the swag dash coming up in Ohio. Sorry, the vacuum will only be done soon, I promise. Okay. So today we are making the Remarq Notebook Organizer. And there's two versions. One of the versions is for cotton woven, and the other version is vinyl. So I'm doing the vinyl version, but I think I'm going to go back and make a cotton version later too. Hey, Allie, Kathy, awesome. Okay, got a good crew coming on here. So I did do a practice one a few days ago, and I debated whether to fix it or just show it. So I'm just going to show it. Okay, I'm not sure the best way to do this. So here we go. Here it is. Okay. So cute. It's got a zipper right there. Little pockets here, pockets on his side, and the notebook goes in the middle. And you can do lots of different enclosures for it. You can do magnetic snap, thumb lock. Sharon, are you at Superior Threads right now? I thought you were going to go on Tuesday. We should have done dinner or lunch. Dang it. So I decided to do a twisty lock because I've only ever done one, I think, and I thought, oh, that'll be fun. I'll do it. So I got my practice notebook done, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good, no problems. And then I went to, you guys, ready for this? I did it the wrong way. Do you see what I did? I don't know how to show it. I did it the wrong way. So I sat here, and when I realized what I did, I honestly laughed out loud, and I just thought, well, that's perfect. So I was going to shy away and try a magnetic lock today so I would mess up again, but I thought, no, we're just going to do it again. I'm just going to try again, and we'll see if I can get it right this time. So here's to hoping we can figure it out. It still works. It doesn't actually, because it won't close. It won't close. But that's okay. Who needs to close your notebook? Who doesn't want your stuff flying everywhere? That's what I always say. All right. So we're going to try it again. All right. So what I'm going to use today, so I'm going to try it again. I decided not to shy away. So I'm going to use another tourney lock. All I had was rainbow, even though I didn't really want rainbow with this one. It's the only one I had left. So, hi, Monica. Monica, you've ruined me forever. We went and had seafood for my daughter's birthday, and it just wasn't the same. Nothing will ever be the same. You have ruined me in a good way. I'm using Oh, I never apologize for vacuuming. Never. I'm using like a faux suede from most likely Tulip Bee. And then I'm using this striped vinyl, probably from Wonderground. Maybe. Okay, you guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Now, in order to do this turning lock thing, you can do old school, cut it out. When I was at one of the retreats, somebody had this. It was Sarah. I blame Sarah for this purchase. She had this fancy thing. It's a kit with all these little like dies in it. And so that's what we're going to use today. It doesn't fit it perfectly, but we can finagle it. Finagle's a real word. Look it up. Learn about it. Okay, we have a zipper with a pull. We have a turn lock. We have all sorts of little pieces that go on the inside. Okay. And then we have two big pieces. I'm going to make this my outside. And I'm going to make this my inside. All right, so we're going to put our big pieces away for a minute. And we're going to work on a couple of these pieces to start. I'm going to put my little turning lock aside. Hello from the UK. Rubber band it. Seriously. I don't know what to do with it. Monica, yes. Yes, I do. Oh, Kalisha, how are you? It's so good to see you on here. All right, step number one, my friends. Let me get my papers to the right side. Hi, Gabriella. Okay, and I've already put some, hopefully you guys can see this. And if this double view is stupid, then just tell me and we won't need to do it. Hopefully you guys can see my workspace right here. So glad you're doing good. Okay, so I've already put some double-sided tape on my zipper tape. And I'm just going to set it right into this pre-cut slit. I've already cut a little rectangle out of my piece as the pattern calls for. And we're just going to slip the zipper right in it. We're just going to go zippity-doo-dah. Okay. Thank you. Have fun. Okay, and I'm just going to tape it in there as even as possible. Okay, so I've just set it in there. It's just stuck in there, and now I'm just supposed to sew a rectangle around. You got the dies on Amazon. Yes, I did too. And they're great. But like I said, the one I have, it doesn't fit exactly. So I'll show you what we're going to do. Squeaky wheel time. All right. So there's no pocket behind it. So you don't have to do like one and then you're just going to go all the way around. You're not going to hurt anything. But I am using contrasting. I'm just using white thread, which I realize I never do. But I thought it would look nice with everything. So I'm going to pull through. Ooh, that's a little far. Well, I guess that box is going to be a little far. It's fine. It's kind of funny looking. Okay, I'm going to pull these guys through, tie them back on the end. Just take your loose end and pull through the one that it loops, and then grab your other one, pull that through. So you've got 4 little bits on the back, and you're going to fold them together. Tie them together in a knot. It's fine, Cindy. It's fine. The dies that I have are for cutting the opening for the turn lock. That'd be cool. A die for zipper openings. Now you're talking. But these dies that I have are just little small ones. And I'm going to just kind of take the lighter to the ends of my zipper tape because I'm realizing I didn't do that as well as I thought I did. Okay, so in the front you have a zipper, and on the back there's no cloth there yet. It is seriously just a zipper. Okay, then you're going to lay this on the table, and you're going to take this little piece right here. All right, and I need to find the center. Now this is going to be a raw edge project, so I'm not going to cut a slit in my center. I'm just going to mark it. Mark. I have a Mozart horn concerto in my head. I was just teaching horn lessons before this video. Okay, so once you have this on there, what you're gonna do is let me show you this first. The pattern calls to actually sew down and then up the middle and then up again, but it was so small, I just decided to leave it open as one. So you can do whatever you want, but I think I'm just gonna go around it like this. Do whatever you want. What do you want to keep in there? I have no idea. People don't really do business cards anymore. And if you do it in 2, it's almost too small for like Post-it notes. So we're just going to go around the edge. That is some beautiful floral, isn't it, Annette? To the bee. Too bad I ruined that one with the lock. It's going to go to my bag. Oh, no. Something's happening. I hear things. Something's happening in the back here. My bobbin got angry. Let me just pull it out. How's it going, Annette? Hi, Lucy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Fran. You got that right, Fran? Oh, it's the top thread. It's totally stuck on something. Janice, that is a very fair question. Here's the great dilemma I have. You ready for this, Janice? My favorite two teams are Las Vegas Aces and Indiana Fever. They're my two favorite teams. I love them both. I follow them both. And in the first round, I watched their games, both, right? By the way, I had to stop right here. So I'm just going to pull it back a little bit, tie it behind, and drop right in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to fix that so that it doesn't look weird. I'm just going to take a few stitches out and tie it. So I watched all the Aces games, the Fever games, and they won. And then the horrific realization came to me that they now play each other in the semifinals. And so I thought that perhaps I could go to this game in Las Vegas. And since I'm going to go to the Las Vegas one, I could cheer for Las Vegas because it's the home crowd. I lived in Vegas for 20 years, but my parents are from Indiana. So I'm a little bit of both, right? But game one was on Sunday and I cheered for Indiana the whole time. And I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? Hope I don't get beat up, but I'm going to watch the game in Vegas and I'm cheering for Indiana. So I don't know. Hello, Indiana. It's my favorite name ever. Indiana Jones. Now, am I going to be brave enough to wear my Fever shirt, or am I going to chicken out and wear my Aces shirt since I'm watching it in Vegas? We shall see. I'm so excited, guys. I've never been to a game. Okay, I'm just dropping in right where I pulled back. Okay. And then I am going to pull this start-stop thread through since I started midway. I know, you know what, and that, you know what I wanted to do is I wanted to cut two shirts in half and sew them together. But I don't know. All right, so you have this. Okay? Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, you're going to take the piece that's kind of shaped the same, but it's on the other side. All right? And we are going to grab this little quarter something something. All right? And we're going to line it up with the edge. And you're going to have a little bit on your left showing right there. Okay? We're going to clip this in place, and then we are going to be stitching just down this edge here, and then we're going to measure in and do one more stitch for a pencil. Okay, we're not going around the whole edge for this one. Let me grab my clips. Yeah, split jerseys are a thing, aren't they? It's so hard. All right, so I'm going to sew up this side first, and then I'm going to go in a measurement. And once again, this is a raw edge project if you do it from vinyl. And so just kind of make sure that you are lining up your edges the best you can. Okay, and the thread's not contrasting right here because it's white on white, so I'm not going to worry about pulling it through. I know, it's crazy. But sometimes I'm crazy. All right, then you're going to take it, you're going to draw a line, and you're going to do another stitch. Oh, thanks, Evelyn. New Kids on the Block, mixtape tour. Bunch of middle-aged women living out their teenage years. Debbie Gibson was there. Tiffany was there. Salt and Pepper was there. Pretty funny. All right. So now we have that. And so far, there's just a pencil thing that's sewn on there. The rest of it is just clipped and it's just chilling. Okay. Now I am going to take, actually, I'll wait for that. Put these aside for a minute. All right. So this is my inside panel right here. And I'm going to measure in from my right side. And I'm going to place it like so. Okay. And same thing, I'm just going to kind of line it up the best I can. Put some clips on it. And I'm going to sew down just this right side here. Okay. Susan came a long way from pencil pouches. My 2-hour pencil pouch. You know what? There were a lot of very confusing words. Okay. DST, WST, top stitch. I don't know. There was just craziness happening in that video. All right. I'm sewing down just the right side. I wasn't worried about it till I read the part where the designer said, this should take you 15 minutes. I'm like, wow, shoot. It did not. All right. I'm going to cut those threads. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the zipper pocket that I made right here. Right. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to clip around the edges and I'm just going to sew the long straight in because the edges will all get taken care of in our very last step. All right, here we go. I have to make sure I'm not missing a step here. That's going to be just a minute. Because I want to try this opening again, this flip lock. That's going to go on the outside. Okay. We're still good. I want to make sure I didn't miss a step. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, Indiana basketball has quite a history. And now both men and women's team are killing it. Pretty awesome. All right, we're just sewing down the straight edge of this part. That just closes off your top zipper pocket. Is this one for me? Maybe. Maybe. I did choose colors that I love on this one. It's true. The flowers are pretty, but I would never ever carry anything with flowers. And so I thought, well, this would be a nice giveaway. But I don't think so. Okay. Now I'm going to place my right slip pocket that we made earlier. And I'm just going to clip it on, but I'm not going to sew it yet. So once again, I'm just lining up all of my edges. And I'm going to clip it together. Okay, so there's my inside. Put that aside for a minute. Okay, this is the really scary part. Are you guys scared for me? Okay, I have to figure this out. They give measurements in different places. This is where I got confused. Because it says go a certain amount of inches in and do your slits. But the picture had it going one way and I went the other way. So I am nervous. I will not lie. I am nervous since the first one didn't work out. Okay. Oops. It's not right. There's my center. Oh, you're on the seaplane from Vancouver? Oh, you're so cool. That's so awesome. Gabriella just told me yesterday she wants to come live with you in Canada. Okay. You guys, I'm quite nervous about this part. Okay. We're going to look at our mistake one first. So I'm doing this part. I want it to line up that way. So I want it to be that way. Let's figure this out together, okay? All right, guys, I'm doing it the other way. It's all right. It's different than the other one. So, Stacy, here's the thing. I think so. When you rotate it this way, that's what I thought too. I thought I was amazing. And you just need to rotate it. It doesn't work. It will only go over both layers if this one's the other way. And then it rotates. So I thought I had done it right as well. Okay. This is just me being nervous. Everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. Install it sideways, like this? Or am I doing it wrong? Oh, you guys. So this one was installed this way, and this does not work. So I'm installing this one this way. What do you think? Okay. Let's do it. I'm just getting a little Decaville. Cut some slits. This side is just slits. It's the other side that we have to do a punch. Punch, punch, punch. Okay. You know what? That's not a good one. Okay. Here we go. Hi, April. It is fun to see where everyone's from, isn't it? All right. We're going to fold these suckers down. Put a little duct tape. And then we're going to assemble the whole notebook. And then the last thing we do is punch out that hole, which is why when I was doing my practice, I was all smiling. I'm like, yay. And then my very last step, I did it the wrong way or something. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Nice. So now we take this. Okay, we're going to go wrong side to wrong side. And because this lock is here, it's going to be easier to do the inside down. And I'm just going to use these clips and I'm going to clip it together the best that I can. Get a few things out of my way here. And we're going to clip all this. Clippity doodah. We're going to sew around the entire outside and then we're going to punch our hole for the other part of this turn lock. Yeah, I have thought about the two. I could seam rip, pull it all out, do a patch, put a new lock in. And I sat there, I honestly laughed out loud. And I just walked away from it. I was like, and we're done. I was proud of myself for practicing like days before my video. I thought, I'm amazing. And then, oops, I wasn't. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go around the outer perimeter of the whole thing. And we're going to sew all these layers together. Here we go. Take it nice and slow on the curved pin. Stop it, Linda. No, that's not true. You just saw my lock turn the wrong way. It did make me laugh though. Because I was so proud of myself for cutting the hole and that it fit. I mean, I had to kind of work at it to get it to fit. Okay. And finishing up my first corner here. I'll just keep checking underneath to make sure my layers aren't shifting somewhere crazy on me. Coming up to my second curve. All right, we are in the last stretch. And then we're going to install our lock and cross our fingers. Isn't that a fun little project? I think it's fun. Does it include office supplies? Yes, then it's fun. Trust me. Okay, so we have our two layers together. Now, okay, we can do this. Let me check my measurement again for this. Mm-hmm. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, yep, that's right. So now we're going to attach on this side, centered. Kevin, help me. I'm getting nervous. We're going to attach this little sucker. All right, let me find my center real quick. Huh, can't see that. Let's try that again. Okay, there's my center. And now I'm going to come up from the edge. And I'm going to center my, I have Kasaya on my TV and Susan on my phone. That's really funny. Okay. I'm feeling nerves right now. And not nerves of steel. Okay, we're going to take this part. It is right. You know, the other one wasn't, and this one is. So I'm not sure. Just a second. I'm glad you said that. Just a minute. The other one didn't touch the pocket at all. Oh, thank you. Yes, I need to bring it down just a little bit. Okay. So the top part of this needs to go on my mark. So it just misses the pocket on the back. Okay. Oh gosh, yep, I just moved the screws off. Just a second. There's one screw. Well, it's okay. One screw will get us at least to where we know if it fits. Oh, I found the other screw. It's a Christmas miracle. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to pull this. Okay, now the die cut that I have is not quite the perfect size. I have to find it again. Is this one it? This is the one that's closest to it. And it looks perfect, but then I had to cut more last time. So here we go. Sorry, loud noise. Not quite. Yeah, this one did catch the edge of the pocket. That's interesting. Yeah, that's right measurement. Maybe my pocket's just too far down. It's all right. Just means we have another layer to go through. I'm so sorry. Should I mute it? Mute it, because I'm going to do some more. Ooh, we're getting there. Gee whiz. What can I put on top of it so I can smack it harder? I feel like I need a piece of wood or something. It's not loud on your end? Okay, well, it's really loud over here. Ha! Yeah, I got that pocket. I'll show you what it did. So I just have to go restitch the part of the pocket real quick. Okay. It's a beautiful hole, but I'll tell you what. This, I already know, is not going to fit because it didn't on the last one. So this is not very fancy, but I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to expand it a little bit because I want it to be tight. Okay. In fact, I might just mark it real quick. Yeah, it's just a little bit. And I have 4 layers of vinyl right here because I ended up hitting the pocket. I'm not sure. The other one I didn't hit the pocket. So I'm not sure why this one hit it. My measurements are on. So maybe I cut this one too big or something. It'll still work though. We're just going to cut a little away. And we're going to mark where the screws go. This is the part that takes a hot second. Okay? Okay. I'm going to mark in there. I'm going to punch a hole where the screws need to go. Okay, and then I can pretty much trim up into there. I can get this out of the way. What you can do is grab the die and cut it again slightly off. If I thought I could be really accurate with that, I would probably do that. I saw someone said that they have a block of wood they use for the die cut. That's a great idea. To go between the wood and the die. The wood, yeah, between the wood, the die, and the hammer. I'm just expanding it ever so slightly on all sides so the hardware will fit in there nice and snug. Right now, it's nowhere close. Well, it's close. You could use a magnetic lock for this if you wanted. You don't have to do this. But I figured I already tried it once, and now I need to try it again. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Okay, I can see needs a little bit more. This hardware is going to hide a multitude of sins. So, isn't that great? I'm taking away some of these inner layers. I'm sorry, this is not the most riveting portion of this, so right, let's see how we're doing. Almost there. One more side needs to be cut a little bit more, and then I'm just going to reattach part of this pocket. This pocket, I had to cut into it. And you can cut all the way to those screw holes if you want. It's not going to hurt a thing. What if I just need different scissors here? All right. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Couple more snips and we'll close that pocket up and install it. If our screws are still there, it'll be a miracle. Sorry, I haven't looked up in a long time. Yes, I can. And next time I think I'll probably do that. And I'll get a block of wood. Just move it around and make the sides bigger. It would be a lot prettier than what I'm doing. But this will work too. And if you don't have a die, you can cut the whole thing out by hand. The edge of the hardware actually covers, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Although I do love perfection, I'll admit it. So I'm just going to re-sew this pocket really quick. Just a couple stitches of it. It's going to be hidden anyways, but... Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to. Because it is going to be hidden, and I don't want to sew through the other part of it. So I'm just going to burn the edges. The rest of it will be caught in the hardware. Okay. Here we go. If all is well, then this is going to fit. If all is not well, then we will know in just a second. So I'm going to fit the pretty side on the outside. All right. Put these screws in there. Get it nice and tight. I'm going to grab my hand one to crank the final part. Beautiful. That is beautiful. And you can't see anything that I cut. It's all hidden. Okay, guys. Ready for the moment of truth? Here we go. Ta-da! It worked. Okay. So then this part right here is open. So I'll buy a smaller notebook. You slip a notebook into there. You've got a pencil holder right here. Let's see. I'll grab a pen so you can see where that is. You've got a pen holder right there. Beep, beep. There's another pocket right here. And then there's another pocket here. Got your zipper pocket right there. And then, of course, there's a pocket here. And this is where the notebook goes. And then you go bada bing, bada boom. It worked. If you missed the beginning, here was my practice one. Oops, wrong direction. That's it, guys. That's the Remarq Notebook Organizer. And I love me some office supply. So that was a lot of fun. A really simple project. Probably should take 10 minutes. Took me an hour. So I think the lock took me 30 minutes. Of course it works. Thank you, Mimsy. Guys, thanks for joining me. We will be in Ohio this weekend for the Swag Dash. I'm heading there on Friday, and we're doing a Swag Dash on Saturday and Sunday in Ohio. And then we'll be back home next Monday, sewing up some great stuff. So, okay, thanks for joining me, guys. Mwah. Have a good one.